Okay, good morning, everyone. Let's get started with crude oil. So crude oil looks a little bit weak. If you look at yesterday's session, we had a reaction at the sell zone at 60.83 to 61.02, which is basically the upper ledge of the consolidation we are putting in since last week. So I still see support at $60. So this is my last stand, I would say, for being long. Everything below that point, I see weakness in crude oil, to be honest. So I need to highlight an imbalance right above the ledge at 59.59. So this is the only long signal I would consider at 59.59. But being honest, I would be short underneath 60 down to 59.59 to see if we break lower, then to trade down to the low volume note at $59 to 58.74. So that's pretty much it for crude oil. We have a sell zone at 61.22 to 61.33 with a consolidated POC in it. But let's see if we get up there, but looks weak to be honest. Completely opposite we see on the gold. So I updated the support areas and I put in a ledge at 39.69, which is being formed with the recent sessions, and a ledge on the upside at 40.43. So this is a consolidation area I'm looking at in the volume by price chart. So at the reaction at the lows as of yesterday, we created a couple of buy zones and imbalances. So yesterday's buy zone and imbalance was 39.44 to 39.51 with a consolidated POC in the middle, and footprint imbalance at 39.59 to 39.63. As of today's session, I see a buy zone at 39.79 to 39.84. Let's make it round. And a consolidated POC at 39.80. A little bit above, right under the magic number of $4,000. I have a buy zone at 39.91 to 39.97. Let's make it round. And the CPOC at 39.96. So if we stay above the $4,000 value for this contract, I'm very positive that we will test at least the buy zone. We are approaching it, or the sell zone, I'm sorry. We are approaching it at 30.7 to 40.36. So if we take out this sell zone, then pretty much guaranteed we will test the ledge at 40.43. If we do so, there is quite a lot of highs to be taken out if you look at the sessions as of last week. So be careful if you are trying to get short on gold, especially up here where we are. So I would consider this sell zone that I mentioned for taking profits, being honest. So be careful on gold. Looking at S&P, we have a really well balanced Globex session, and we bounced off the ledge, which is marking the lower distribution we have spoken about in the recent sessions. And yesterday's RTH, basically what they did is they tested the Globex session POC and impulsed up, balanced, impulsed up, and had a reaction at the sell zone we had in place just to basically, I think they ran out of time. So if you look at the profile and what they did, it looks to me they ran out of time. Balanced off, closed around the POC, and now we are today balancing in the Globex session. So looking at the volume by price, I still have the ledge at around 6800, and I have a low volume area at around 6845 to 68. Let's make it 50. So if we get above this area, we will be testing the sell zone where they accumulated quite a lot of volume yesterday. They did not shift the POC up there. So if we get above this low volume area and test the sell zone at 68.48 to 68.54 with a consolidated POC right in the middle, if we break this area, chances are quite good that we will trade up to the upper ledge at 68.70. So watch out for the sell zones up there. Just to update, 68.57 to 68.61, CPOC in the middle. And then right above the ledge, we have a sell zone at 68.71 to 68.76 with a CPOC in it. Supporting the buys, I have a buy zone I would take into account, but I'll be careful. It's around the value area low as of yesterday's RTH session. It's around 68.12 to 68.15, but the one right beneath it at 68.5 to 68.09 with a CPOC, I would like to trade off more, to be honest. So because I have the Globex low there, I have the lows or highs of a previous Globex session here. So quite a lot of going on here, and this is an area I would take into account. If we trade lower, very likely they're going to test the RTH low as of yesterday to see what's going on there. And if we dip lower, I still have the buy zones as of yesterday's Globex session in place, so no changes there as we did not test them. Well, that's it for the S&P. Let's look at the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, similar to what we see in the S&P, really well balanced Globex session, trading between two low volume nodes, between 25,594 and 25,622, 25,792 to 25,810. So this is marking basically the consolidation. We can see they're putting in some volume here in this place, and I have a buy zone supporting the lower ledge at 25,633 to 25,653 with a CPOC in it, aligning with the value area low as of yesterday's RTH session. So this is a good buy opportunity for me. I will take this into account. If we trade underneath the low volume node, then I have a buy zone that I marked as of yesterday's opening around the US Open, basically. So I have a small buy zone right underneath the lows. You can see here in the TPOs, it's around the Globex Open. So a good scenario would be that they trade lower, take out the stops here, run into this buy zone, and then trade the whole thing up to the value area high as of yesterday, and we have created a sell zone right at the sell zone we had in place for yesterday. So somebody is doing some business up here at around 25,845 to 25,877 with a consolidated POC right in the middle. So if we break this sell zone, chances are quite high we will be testing the ledge at 25,960. If they do so, on the way up there, we still have some sell zones we had in place for yesterday's session, and I will take those into account to take profits, as I will be long if we break this sell zone here that I mentioned as of yesterday's RTH session. So that's it for today. Good luck. Be patient.